Just to start things off, like what did this win do for the team? You know, winning the Emerald Coast Classic tournament, and just what confidence and what things can you take away from those two games?
I feel like it gave us a lot of confidence and just showed us what we're capable of doing on the defensive side of the ball and the offensive side of the ball. I feel like we really came together this weekend. We played two great teams, Alabama and Santa Clara. They're really top tier teams. I probably see down the line in March, but I feel like this past weekend, I feel like we just locked in together as a team with the quick turnaround after being Alabama, just able to turn around and good preparation for our coaching staff to get the done and win the championship.
Obviously, Bruce, you had a big role in the offense as the season progressed last year. Roddy, you know, it really didn't happen until the Big Ten tournament that you got heavily involved. But as this year has started, it seems like you two have really gelled in the backcourt. That was on display against Alabama. You know, both had career highs in that game. Just, I guess, how have you developed in terms of your chemistry together and leading the backcourt this year?
I see Roddy every day. We live in the same dorm. I see him in the morning during tutoring. I see him all the time. So we've been working out with each other since last year. So since we've met every day, we just know our tendency very well, our weaknesses and our strengths. So we use that to our advantages and to the best of our ability in certain situations and certain mismatch during the game. Even offense and defense, if he need a blow on defense when he's tired guarding the ball, we'll switch. It was just small things like that us just being together for like 2 years really helped us, and we're just doing well right now.
Same question for you, Roddy.
Like Bruce said, like we pretty much are around each other pretty much all day. So I feel like the chemistry between each other is like, you know, grow every day. So just seeing him as much success as he had this weekend is amazing for me. Even like going through this road where I feel like he has, you know, unlimited ability, and me being able to, you know, play off of him, especially when he's hot, you know, I think opens up a lot more opportunities for me. So, you know, I feel like we got off to a great start, and it's just a long season. I think it'll be special for us.
How different is it starting to feel, the two of you playing together? You know, I know we saw it last season, but, you know, I haven't added up the numbers, but you guys maybe played together as much already this year as you guys did all last year. Like, how much more comfortable are you starting to feel when it's the two of you in that backcourt when the game starts?
I feel very comfortable. I feel like we're one of the best backcourts in the country. So, when me and him was on the court together, I feel like we can make any play at any given time. Just having the work that we put in on and off the court, just to show how we play basketball at Ohio State. So that's just the main goal, is just let to play our best basketball and get those at the end of the day. So.
I think Roddy.
I have to agree with Bruce. Like we've been working out together with you know, our position coach since last year. So I feel like we always had that, like we do the same work, like almost to which like we're almost as like connected. So, you know, just us being able to work off of each other, us being able to play, you know, together. Like I feel like we're like interchangeable at some point. Like if he can play off the ball, I can play on the ball sometimes, or if we need to switch a defensive matchup, I feel like we're more than capable. So, you know, I feel like it's just a blessing to have somebody in the same backcourt as you that can do the same thing as you.
You guys are 1 and 2 on the team in assists, and as a team, you guys are assisting on way more shots than you were last season. And I know it's early and it's only a couple games in, but how has your comfort level with each other and your increased role maybe led to this team having more success with setting up other guys for shots?
It's just having that trust in everybody on our team. And any given night, somebody can go off. Like last game against Santa Clara, Jameson got off. He got hot, so we just kept feeding the high hand. So it really didn't matter then. Dale made big time shots come. Then Zed came on, Felix. It's just like a collective group where it really doesn't matter who has the most points at the end of the day. We just trusting on making the extra pass for the next person, and whoever hot that night, great. But at the end of the day, we all just trying to win. So.
Yeah, at the end of the day, the common goal is to win. So I feel like this team has literally no egos when it comes to that. So, you know, whatever night it is for them to show off, like, you know, I feel like it's my responsibility as well as Bruce's to, you know, feed the high hand, whether it's, you know, Zed down low, Jameson, Dale, Evan, whoever it may be, you know, just to keep getting those guys involved in the game is a huge
Bruce, you mentioned this past weekend was a showcase for you guys on both sides of the court. Defensively, what clicked for you guys there in Florida?
It's just a standard that we hold to ourselves. As a teammates and as a coaching staff, we just know playing a high-paced team like Alabama, we knew we had to get quick stops because they shoot the ball less than like 10 to 12 seconds. So that was one big thing about that game, just make sure we get one-time rebounds and not letting offensive rebounds be like, because it's so hard to guard an offensive rebound after the second chance because it's just that extra energy on defense where like you almost tired because you playing a whole nother like 30 seconds of defense or 20 seconds of defense after the rebound. So us doing that, getting first-time rebound, I feel like it really had our defensive standard real high.
And then for both of you, like Felix has been a big part of that on the defensive side of the glass, especially the last few games. What's it like for this team when Felix is rebounding the way he is right now? I guess start with you, Roddy.
Like Felix is he's our guy. He's our defensive anchor. So especially when he's rebounding and blocking shots the way he was over the weekend, I feel like we can battle with some of the best teams in the country. It's a huge responsibility for him, but I feel like he's capable. He's been proven so. So I feel like he is a big staple of what we want to be.
And for you, Bruce.
He's our rim protector, so I feel like him controlling the paint on both sides of the floor is very crucial for us and how we play defense because how we play defense, we funnel everything to our big man. So him this weekend been very great. Got a lot of rebounds. Just play like the Felix that we know. So I feel like if he keep playing like this, he'll be a great player in the Big Ten, even good big in the country. So.
Bruce, down there, you guys shot the ball very well from three. Is that something that we can expect from this team? Do you think that could be a strength of this team this year?
Definitely, because our first, in the first couple games, we wasn't making shots. Up here with James Sizes said, me and him just telling each other that we just got to keep shooting. That's one thing Holman and the other coaches keep telling us, keep shooting because we're making the right plays, we're making the extra pass. Shots were going to fall. So if shots don't fall or not, we still got to play a high-state basketball. But us just shooting those shots every day, me, Rod, Dale, Zed, Jameson, just everybody we just keep shooting those shots in practice and then eventually going to fall. So.
Against Santa Clara, it felt like defensively you guys really came into your own and were getting baskets out of that in transition. Just how critical is that to get those stops and to then convert them at the other end, I suppose?
Those would be very critical, especially if we want to do the things that we say we want to do as a team, is winning championships and win Big Ten regular season. So getting stops like that is very critical. How we want to stabilize ourselves as a defensive team this year, because we want to do big things this year. So I feel like as a collective group, you got to buy in every day and practice every day in the game that we got to get stops to win big games. So I feel like when everybody had that same mindset, I feel like we can do it every single night.
Roddy, from your standpoint, it feels like this team is starting to really come together. Just what are some of the things that maybe that people don't see off the court that, you guys had these 3 days or 4 days down there in Florida to really kind of bond? I mean, how important was this, and for it to all be coming back to Ohio with just, everybody smiling and happy, I guess?
It's just an unbelievable feeling. Like I said earlier, like this team is probably the most connected team I've been on all my life. Like we have a collective group of people who, honestly, it's childish. Honestly, if you probably was around our team, you wouldn't be able to stay serious for a long time. So, just having that kind of relationship with everybody on the team, transfers to the court. So I feel like we always have that chemistry and that same bond with each other, that begins to, thrive on the court. So it starts off the court, honestly.
What was it like coming off the high of that trip, getting back, having a day off, and then getting back to practice on Monday? What was that practice like?
Especially coming off day, then coming off from a long travel. The first day I was kind of a little sluggish, but at the end of the day, it's trying to see if everybody's still mentally there. At the end of the day, because we still got to win the game against Wednesday. Then you're straight into Big Ten play Sunday. So this game against Central Michigan will be very important, just to see how we can, if we can still have that confidence, the defensive level, as a team throughout, I guess, this Central Michigan. So I'm very excited to play them this week to see what our team capable of doing this week. So.
How much do you guys, as leaders on this team, already put on your shoulders as far as, like you said, getting through some of that sluggishness and making sure that guys are focused on the right things on the first day back? It's a Monday, you've had a day off, you're probably a little beat up. How do you guys personally make sure that things don't drop?
It definitely on us, just to show the team and it's also the young guys the standard of how to play Ohio State basketball. So just making sure everybody on the same page that we still got many things to do. I feel like we still got way more things to accomplish for this season, but I feel like we just got to take it one day at a time. So I feel like we just keep stacking days, keep playing Ohio State basketball. I feel like we'd be in great shape.
Yeah, just a quick follow-up, I guess, kind of going back to the whole, childish off the court thing. Who would you say is the biggest jokester, just like off the court on the team?
Definitely, probably Bowen, or
I don't think I probably realize how childish Jameson is. you gotta really study his movements, his antics. It's insane. Especially off the court. On the court, he's probably the most serious guy ever. That's just kind of that switch that I try to learn from him. But he's a character off the court, most definitely.
Any stories that come to mind when you think about him being a character off the court?
He can't dance to save his life. You probably see a few clips of him trying to dance, and it looks terrible.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.